You are sitting at the edge of a hospital bed, a stumbling, stupid mess, pretending to listen to the world. You feel unfinished, everything, everywhere. The next, you are mouth agape, breath stuck in your dried and empty throat, a bathtub reprieve where people won't see or hear you bawling or coughing or cawing. Unfurled from possible happiness, defined only by the last memory of a face covered in sticky blood and rot. The window blown open, cold, withered air gathering. Anger doesn't have a seat yet. This is when everything starts to feel unnecessary, begging everyone to stop staring at you, you helpless, feathered thing. Do everything you're not supposed to, like smoke inside and drink at work. But your aura is ooze and it's getting everywhere. You are an unwrapped time bomb. Totally okay, totally on fire. Changed inside. We feel a loss as a collective, but your heart says it's strictly yours alone. You see their face in others often because the sweet longing for another chance is so much bigger than reality. It's a hopeless and silly search, and it can knock you back quickly where things still hurt, but it is mostly okay. Mostly okay. And how beautiful it is to have the capacity to experience all the suffering and all the loss and all the mostly okays. When we lose so much, it is like we get better at experiencing the ebb and flow, like a gift of chance and love is so possible. Some part of my heart knows better now that I have more to give. And I can't explain it fully, I just know. There's a lifting that I understand better than I did before. So it's mostly okay. There's a simmer in the blood, cooking right underneath your skin. It is the most shocking thing you have felt since the big loss. You could rip the door down. You could rip your clothes off. You could fire a gun you keep lodged in the back of your throat. Everyone is so wrong and so right at the same time. Fuck everyone. You open your eyes and all of a sudden you're pushing a shopping cart down an overhead lit grocery store floor. There's Christmas music playing. When did December get here? The skin simmer is burning straight through your clothes. You have no clue how or when you got here. All the food looks old and stale. Walking and moving and simmering, and you are hot with anger and goodbyes. Kind of in love with this feeling. You think you'll hold on to it for a while. You accidentally bump someone else's cart, you giggle, smile, apologize. You wish you flipped the cart and started screaming and cursing and spitting, but you don't do that. Waking up sometime later to a quiet home, a quiet phone, an empty table, and you think the loneliness would be waiting for you? It's not. It's just the quiet there. It's soft and lingering and mostly harmless. It's a reminder of change and longing and somehow also a mirror. You begin to see yourself change, evolving. You hear things a little differently. Maybe because you're listening for the return. Maybe because you know time ends and you don't want to miss out on anything. You have a superpower now. You've seen how life leaves, and it leaves quickly without reason. Take it all in. You can swallow more because you know it doesn't last. The quiet isn't a monster. It's a love letter. You find yourself crying a lot lately, like you were too busy working and writing and cleaning and smiling and you forgot to cry. And your makeup looks awful and everyone's gonna know, and normally you're really good at not being a burning burden. Accidental breakdowns take up space. You get a grace period of tears. That is all you get. Eventually, they need you back at work, back at church. Eventually, the meetings, the bills need to be paid. The world doesn't stop just because your heart has been lit on fire. We have to keep going, right through the hot flames. And shame sort of run up and down your stomach every day. And some people know, and some people don't. So you wipe your eyes, and you fill your tank, and you keep going. It sits at the table, a thick black shame that creaks the chair. It eats loudly and gross. And you set the table every single day. And you do the dishes, and you are angry, and you don't want to cook a damn thing, and you don't want to scrape the food into the trash. Then, one day, it comes to the table small. It comes blue and airy, and it doesn't ask for a plate, and it doesn't touch the wine. One day, it doesn't come to the table at all. You sit alone, and you eat your dinner in the quiet, and you feel your life has been vandalized. It hasn't. It doesn't ask permission to leave, it just does. Mourning isn't something that you see in the mirror all the time anymore. Eventually, something else joins the table. This time less elastic and ferocious. The gratitude starts to seep in right at the end. Flowers, and someone brought the mail in. There's kindness all around because we're not alone in our grief. We're just trembling side by side, licking our wounds, gasping for hope. Lady at the bookstore notices your puffy eyes. She offers to carry your things to your car. We're a collective heart, taking turns with the heavy stuff. Feels like a soft and kind miracle once you realize how connected we are. Once you let that feeling slip in, there's this sort of beautiful and warm light that passes over you throughout the evening. And the loneliness slips in. The hand extends, and it brings you back. There's the new ship.
Welcome. Welcome, O sweet bodies of burden, bodies of rage, bodies filled with grief so strange, of jealousy so present, of rage so bubbling and archaic. We've come to patch the holes we've punched in the walls. We come to prepare the body for burial, To prepare the body for death, you must go on living, full of despair as it is, Welcome, O bitter hearts. Welcome, O monsters of need and regret and ever-abiding sorrow. You've never been more beautiful to us. You've never been more beautiful to us. We come to learn how to carry the weight. We come to confess all the poor bargains made out of our deep loneliness. We come to learn how to tend to the gardens that refuse to grow, to mend the aches that do not cease, to hear the bumbling, rumbling rhythms deep within the breast of agony. O loved ones, O misunderstood ones, O petty ones, O brilliant ones, O aching ones. Welcome to a service for your sorrows. Welcome to a service for your sorrows. We must prepare the body. Full of heavy, heavy mourning, we rise. So please stand with me. We're gonna do a lot of this. We rise and we turn and we welcome the otherness in the other as we welcome the otherness in ourselves. Together. So you'll see the words printed on the first page of your bulletin. Dear God of earth and sky and body and mood and food and of the wine and of the whimper, we rise tired and burdened, weighed down by too many losses. Too. We struggle too, but we are worthy of love. We are worthy of love. We are worthy of love. You may sit down. And lay down and let go of that which is too heavy to carry, of all that which is not meant for you. Altar. Come and bring whatever it is that lies heavy in your heart. In my heavy grief, I am beautiful. For joy when the rhythm calls to you. Bless whatever it is that swallows you whole. Just knock and we will hear you, and grace and mercy will come for you. Lightness, dear one, lightness, for whatever it is that is too heavy to carry, for whatever it is that still haunts and plagues and denigrates, for all the partial hopes and the battered truths. Go forth, radiant ones, with mercy tucked in your cheek, with a persistent, painful hope like a nail in the foot. Let what we love break us open, wide enough to contain the beauty of the world. We bless the body for burial. We bless the body. You've never been more beautiful. You've never been more beautiful. Light and love and mercy for all your beauty that your grief cannot hide. Light and love and mercy for all your beauty that your grief cannot dim. Amen. And go in joy. Thank you.
It's the reason that I'm